All right.
Hey, welcome to TUMTV, our spring live stream.
Go! Woo! We're so excited to have you guys here with us today. We have a super exciting stream planned. First of all, though, Sarah, I love your outfit.
Thank you. You know, I got this jacket for free from my high school theater director, so shout out Elizabeth Ziegler for the free 80s jacket. I see we're kind of matching with our windbreakers.
Just a little bit. My inspiration was to you up close because I came here right after my work shift.
Represent.
Yes, represent the university. We love it. But yeah, so Sarah, what else is new?
Well, if you look right behind me, we have this fun new backdrop. It's also not new though, it's older than me by like 10 days we found out. So the other day we were in here, I was messing around walking behind set as I do, and I saw that our normal background, which is normally the University of Tulsa like flag logo, had this complete other thing behind it, and I was like, oh my gosh, we need to use this. And so we were looking around, we were like, this looks like it lights up, but we couldn't really tell, and we found an outlet, and we like hit the on switch and nothing happened. And we were like, well, I guess it's just broken, it's super old. Then we realized there was a second power strip, clicked on, and the lights turned on. And so we painted it so it shows up a little better on camera, and I think it looks super sick.
Super retro, exactly the theme that we're going for with TUMTV.
And you know what else we have that's new? The intro.
Yeah, that was amazing. Thank you very much to Wes Addington,
So
our
great.
senior advisor, for giving that to us. I thought it was amazing.
Yeah,
And Sarah
I
also
loved it.
obviously starred in it.
Just
But
a
yeah,
little bit.
you need all the camera time you can get, sweetie. Just kidding, just kidding. Love you very much. But yeah, so a little bit of a preview for what we have for you guys tonight. We'll be back in just a little bit. We'll be doing a pet tier list of TUTV members, which will be super fun. And
We have some packages from First Friday Art Crawl. We have a video of Jono with an old camera and revamping it. What else do we have?
yeah, we also have a package from Glenn seeing the return of Brad Carson and Goldie's adventures around campus.
A
So I'm
classic.
personally very excited for that. But yeah, we hope to see you guys soon, and we hope you guys enjoy the stream.
Hey TUTV, I'm up here in Colorado for spring break visiting my sisters. They're skiing today and I can't join them because of my broken collarbone, but I'm having a great time just hanging out and getting some beautiful shots. Talk to you guys soon.
And we're back. All right. Thank you very much to the Spring Break package from Wes.
Yes.
And now we're going to head right into our pet tier list. Like we mentioned earlier, these are all pets from our very own TUTV members.
So cute.
Yeah, let's go ahead and begin. Do you want to describe our
Let's
Yes.
read our list. So this is your typical tier list, except we have S for so cute, A for amazingly adorable, B for beautiful buddies, and C for crazy cute critters.
Absolutely. I'm
Okay.
so excited for this. Let's start up here with Buddy. I believe that is Blue, actually. Fun fact.
Oh no.
You mixed up the names.
Did I mix up the names?
It's okay. It happens.
Okay.
All right. So let's start with Blue up here. Oh, he's so cute.
I love Blue's like heterochromia
I know.
eyes.
I was about to say.
Super
He
cute.
looks so small too. He looks very rambunctious too.
Yes,
I'm
he
about to say.
does. He's so tiny.
Yeah.
Oh, I love his little tongue. It's a really
Mhm.
cute picture. He's got
Yeah.
big puppy paws.
I think I would have to put him definitely in the A category.
Uh-huh.
I think that he's very, very cute. Maybe not the
Okay.
cutest that we have up here on the board, but I think he definitely deserves an A.
We can at least put him there for now,
Yeah.
and then we can always move him around. Okay.
Absolutely.
I think that Buddy needs to be in the Buddy section.
Yes,
for
I would
sure.
agree. You know, the name.
I
Is,
feel like
it's
it's just
too
perfect.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Moving
Oh
on, we
my
have
gosh.
Cleo. You can see here, it's kind of like faded in the camera, unfortunately. Cleo is Caden's cat. He found her by a sorority house, and
So
he
cute.
adopted her. She's so cute. She's like all cuddled up in his arm.
I think Cleo is crazy cute. I think
Mm-hmm.
she's a crazy cute critter, Cleo.
Mhm.
I think the alliteration really makes me want to put her in the C tier.
Mhm.
She's just so cute, and this picture is so sweet.
I know. I
Oh
would
my
agree with
gosh.
you on that.
Okay.
Definitely C tier.
Okay.
She's still beautiful. No offense
She's
to
so
Caden,
cute.
but yes.
Look at her, guys.
She's so cute. I love her.
We'll
Moving
hang that off the
on.
bottom.
Who is this?
That's Cosmo.
Cosmo. It looks like Cosmo's upside down.
Cosmo was upside down when we hung the picture up
Mhm.
and wrote the name, so that's why.
Yeah. Very cute. Cosmo looks super playful in the white sheets. Yeah.
I think she's amazingly adorable. Or-
I would have to say so too. She's quite the little kitten.
I also used to have a
Yes.
cat named Cosmo, and so I very much I love her. It's like
Yes.
nostalgic. Okay.
Absolutely. What happened to Cosmo?
Cosmo, we put Cosmo down when he was
Aw.
18. He was super old. He was way older than me. My mom had him since college. He's a really sweet boy.
It's a long time.
He was super cute.
Good for Cosmo.
Yes.
He's in a better place.
Always in our hearts.
Always in our hearts, yes. All right.
Okay.
This is Serenity.
I think Serenity is beautiful. I think Serenity's
Absolutely.
a beautiful buddy.
Yes. I would have to agree with you there.
I
just basking in the sunlight.
so pretty.
Very pretty girl.
She's beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, Mary.
We were told that she has this little like petal outfit because she has really bad anxiety. It's like relate really
Me
badly.
too. We love.
Aw.
I kind
Yeah.
of think she's so cute.
I would agree.
Okay.
Mary belongs in the S
I
category.
really like her a
Yes,
lot.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Next,
And then Brandy.
Brandy. Oh,
Man.
so cute.
Brandy looks like if she was a human, she would have like a glass of whiskey out on the front porch.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
that kind of gal.
She's listening to banjo music.
Yes.
Playing her harmonica.
Mhm.
So I think because of this description, that means she's a critter.
Yeah. I would
She-
agree.
She belongs on Splash Mountain in Disney World.
Yeah,
R.I.P.
R.I.P. But yeah, she's definitely a country gal.
She's a little critter.
Yeah, absolutely. Then we have
Bendy.
Bendy. Bendy, we had this little pic. He says hi, friend, on his
Says
nose.
hello. He's
Very
so cute. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Mm.
The alliteration makes me say beautiful buddies.
Okay.
But the hi friend is like definitely amazingly adorable for me. I have to say. What do you think?
I think amazingly adorable.
Okay,
I
I would
think,
agree.
I think he's just so cute.
Yeah.
The little tongue and the little fuzzy ears, that feels adorable to me.
Yeah, he looks like he's Snapchatting you, and he's
He
just like, "How you
does.
doing?"
He wants to
Aw.
make sure you're doing good.
Yeah. All right, this is Willie.
Willie,
Try to get
I
him
think
off.
all small dogs are critters.
Yes.
Personally.
Yeah,
If you're
he-
he's a little critter.
He reminds me a lot of Brandy. He feels like an old man, just like in his rocking chair, you know?
They're
yeah.
friends, you know? They sit on the porch together
Yeah.
and have a good time.
Mhm.
They're
Okay,
buddies.
Yes, so crazy cute critters it is.
Aw.
There we go.
Nash. Nash is like Brandy's wife.
Ye- Why?
I don't know.
Okay, that's fair.
I think they're married.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Again, I think a little dog is a critter, unless
Yeah.
you have a reason to disagree.
Nash to me looks like he's like a type of country guy, country critter that like
Imagine
moved
a
to the big
cowboy
city.
hat.
Yeah.
Oh, to start his Broadway career.
Yeah, exactly. He looks like he was on Broadway for sure.
Is he a Broadway beautiful buddy?
I would agree. Broadway he
Okay.
is. Yes. Here we go
This
for
is his
Nash.
headshot.
His headshot.
It's in all the programs,
for
his
his
playbills.
auditions. All right. Here's Bella.
Bella looks like a Wookiee.
Yes, she does.
She
Okay,
is
there we go.
so cute.
Yes. She looks
Ooh.
like the little Ewoks from the
Yes!
episode 6. She's like, she looks so fluffy.
I want to pick her up.
Okay, but here's the thing. Small dog, critter. But does she apply to the crazy cute critters?
I don't know, because she does remind us of Ewoks and Chewbacca, and they are definitely little critters.
Yeah.
So I feel like she's not a country critter, she's a space critter, you know?
Okay, okay.
So I'm thinking C.
Okay. See we go.
Okay, this is my cat, Simon. I obviously want to put him in S tier because
Yeah.
he's so beautiful. This is my mother. She's going to be so mad that this is on TV. But he's flying because he's a little Superman.
Aw.
And he's just so cute.
And
So
you can see his little tummy right here
Yes,
too.
he's so big. He's a big, sweet, chunky guy.
Aw.
We're his third family. He was given up over and over, and now he has his perfect family with us.
That's so cute.
I think he's S
A. I think he's A.
tier. Okay.
Sorry, Sarah.
I will
have to
let him be
humble
my
you.
Nepo baby.
Okay. He is a Nepo baby. He's in the A tier. But yes.
He's so cute.
Then lastly, this is my dog. Her name is Luna. I always like to say that she's incredibly prejudiced and she's very judgmental. This was a picture after my parents got back from like a 2-week trip, and
She's
she
so offended.
wanted to let them know that she felt very abandoned by them.
Aw.
But yeah, so
Was
very
she
judgmental.
abandoned because she's a buddy? Is she a buddy at heart?
She
Or is she a critter? Or
She's not a critter.
What is she?
I think that she's a manipulative A. In reality, she's a B. She gets her way a little bit too often. So I'm gonna be honest, it's either A or B for me. She's so cute.
Let's fill out our B column.
I agree.
Okay, and do we
Alright.
have any last minute? Does anyone else need to be S, or do
think-
you think Mary?
Mary might be our only S.
I think it's Mary. I think she's the winner.
Yeah. Congratulations to Mary's owners. We love Mary very much, and we hope that she's doing good.
She's so cute.
But yeah. All right. Well, that's all we have for the pet tier list. On to the next thing.
See you soon. Do you see what we're looking for, Matthew?
I do.
What are we looking for?
I don't want to point it out.
Yeah. There it is. Give us an update, David. What have you found so far?
I found Granny was the one who knew the no stop sign in Missouri.
Ooh.
Across.
Awesome. You're doing great.
For your efforts, you all win practice.
Yeah.
In there, you'll find instructions and materials so you can create something similar to what's in there. You can make your own little sewn flag.
Awesome. Okay, David, tell me what you think about First Friday.
I mean, it's really cool. I haven't been to a First Friday since like September of my freshman year. So it's really cool to like be back and be able to see how things have changed. I really like all the different representation here, especially the bagpipe music. At least for me, like I'm from Scotland and I just went to Scotland on a study abroad trip, so it's like, oh, it's like a little piece of my heritage here at First Fridays.
Hi, I'm Gigi Gable. I graduated from TU in May of 2022. And I love coming down to First Friday because I think it's a great way to bring the community together and really show any visitors what Tulsa's all about, and also bring in people from the coast to Middle America and grow our economy and make a better Tulsa. And that's why I'm still here.
and I'm majoring in arts, culture, and entertainment management with a focus in visual arts. I've been interning here for about 2 months now at this point, a little over 2 months, and it's been really cool. It's just been a lot of like hands-on working in the gallery space and testing out like all the interactive elements, and it's been super cool. I've really loved it.
Hello, I am David Stump, and this is an important message to all TU students. We desperately need more people to be on TU TV, so please come and join us. We need people. So yeah.
Beth Sido, what do you think?
I like the dogs. All dogs. I can't pet them. That's me, but I like the dogs.
Do your super. Yay!
Good evening and welcome to the news section of the TUTV Spring live stream. I'm Brenton.
And I'm Joe McCurdy. We've got some regular scheduled news sections, so let's get right into it. Cyclone Ilsa reached the eastern coast of Western Australia this past Thursday. Cyclone Ilsa, Category 5 storm, made landfall between De Grey and Purdue Roadhouse and has caused damaging winds and heavy rain. The specific damage the hurricane has caused is not yet clear, but according to an article from CNN, the storm has the potential to, quote, cause significant damage to trees, buildings, power lines, and other infrastructure, end quote. So far, the cyclone has missed highly populated areas.
Federal authorities arrested Jack Teixeira on Thursday in connection with their investigation into leaked classified documents on the internet. Teixeira, a 21-year-old member of the Massachusetts Air National Guard, leaked the documents at least 1 month ago. How long they had been on the internet and the total number that had been posted remains unclear. The Pentagon Press Secretary, Air Force Brigade General Pat Ryder, has not confirmed the suspect's identity. Ryder said in a press conference this past Thursday that the situation is a, quote, law enforcement matter, end quote. Ryder also stated that he's very limited on what he could and could not share about the situation to the public.
This past Thursday, the Supreme Court allowed a settlement that will result in the cancellation of thousands of student loan debts to go into effect. The case comes from a settlement that California-based U.S. District Judge William Alsup approved in November in a case brought by borrowers. The application at the Supreme Court was filed by Everglades College Lincoln Educational Service Corps and American National University. The Justice Department says that about 38,000 of the affected loans involve the 3 colleges, and approximately 400 of them have already been discharged. The settlement is not to be confused with President Joe Biden's plan for student loan forgiveness, which is also before the justices, with a ruling due in the next 2 months.
The Mortgage Bankers Association's recent report reveals that in 2022, independent mortgage banks and mortgage subsidiaries of chartered banks experienced a loss of $301 per loan originated on average. This is a significant drop from their average profit of $2,339 per loan in 2021. It is worth noting that this is the first time since 2008, when the MBA started tracking these figures, that mortgage lenders have collectively operated at a loss. Mortgage rates more than doubled in 2022, briefly touching 7% in October. Rates have since come down slightly. The Minister of Gender Equality and Family in South Korea has recently passed a new measure aimed at encouraging reclusive use of their homes this past week. This measure offers a monthly living allowance of 650,000 won, or roughly $490 USD, to individuals who are between the ages of 9 and 24, who are experiencing extreme social withdrawal and wish to attend school, university, or work. The term hikomokora, which means to pull back in Korean, refers to the condition that the government wants to address. According to the Korean Institute for Health and Social Affairs, approximately 3% of South Korea's population is between the ages of 19 and 39 are considered hikomokora.
All right, so that was a lot of stories,
That
right?
was, yeah.
And I think the most interesting one was the 21-year-old that leaked all that information about Ukraine.
Yeah.
I mean, the internet, right? It's been up there for a month, and it's just now, being seen, and it's something, about Ukraine crisis. You would think that would be on the front page of, CNN as soon as possible.
Yeah, like especially because, and especially as I said, like there's not much information about it. Like they're like trying to keep quiet about it, and like you said, it's about Ukraine, so it should be like on the front page.
You would think the government would be quick to grab that story.
I know, right?
So, well, that's all we have for news. We'll be right back with you shortly.
See you.
TUTV Cribs. Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. My name is Brad Carson, president of the University of Tulsa. Randrime Grody, reuse Rainine Rendrassiter. We welcome you to TU, and we would like to show you around. First up, we have the McFarland Library. Wow, Rad, look at all these movies. Yes, Goldie, the McFarland Library does have a movie collection, but I think students come here to read and study. Oh! Now let's check out the other levels. Goldie? Why can't we see the lower level? Ritz Runner Construction! Root do Rud Ramage! Oh! Now let's check out Oliphant Hall, which is home to our language department. Goldie, how did you learn to speak elephant? Rad, Ray reach roll rinds of languages rear. Disclaimer, the University of Tulsa does not offer courses on speaking elephant. Okay, now let's check out Kendall Hall. Rad, I ring the roars rocked. You're right, Goldie. We've got to call campus security to let us in. Goldie, how long has it been? Well, it's been about 6 minutes. 6 minutes? Oh, how fast does campus security usually get over here? About 30 minutes on a good day. On a good day? Oh, jeez. Have you seen any good movies lately, Goldie? Ro, have you? No, I haven't seen any good movies lately.
Hello, welcome to TUTV. I'm Brenton.
And I'm Joe McCurdy. We got some sports news for you, so let's get right into it. Basketball has hit the transfer portal hard with 4 new basketball signings this past Wednesday. This comes at a perfect time as Tulsa had recently lost the majority of their roster to the transfer portal after their team went 5-20 this past season. Among the players joining the 2023-2024 roster include Michigan small forward Isaiah Barnes, Clemson shooting guard Chauncey Gibson. Barnes was a 4-star recruit coming out of high school, according to 24/7 Sports, and was a top 25 small forward in the 2021 class. Gibson was a 3-star recruit coming out of high school and a top 20 player out of the state of Texas, and a top 30 shooting guard in the class of 2022. To round out the wave of transfers are 2 Louisiana Tech transfers, Keaston Wills and Kobe Williams, following Tulsa head coach Eric Conkle, who had coached at LA Tech for 7 years before coming to Tulsa.
It was senior day doubleheader this past Saturday for Tulsa's men's tennis team as they faced off against Creighton and number 38 Oklahoma State. Tulsa started off their day with a 4-1 victory over in-state rival Oklahoma State. OSU's only win came against the number 3 singles spot, while Tulsa dominated in the Cowboys everywhere else, giving the Golden Hurricane their first ranked win of the season and their first win over OSU since 2019. Seniors Connor DeMarco, Adam Gaber, Stephen Hampe, Cody Pearson, Ezequiel Santala, and Daniel Siddell were all honored before the Creighton match, where they carried the momentum from the OSU match. Tulsa secured the doubles point thanks to a 6-1 win by DeMarco and Pearson in their first position and a 6-2 decision by Hampe and Santala in the third. In singles play, 4 TU athletes needed only 2 sets to win their head-to-head matches, after Tulsa grabbed wins in the first, second, third, and fifth positions.
It's the same story.
They're figuring it out.
Yeah, I know.
Go script.
All right. Oh, shoot. Okay. It's been a rough road stretch for the Tulsa softball team, losing 4 straight road games, dropping the record to a measly 16-21 overall. Things went from bad to worse for the Golden Hurricane after dropping their first loss 0-7 against Tulane. Tulsa went on to get swept by the Green Wave, with the following 2 losses coming by scores of 1-2 in an 8-inning nail-biter, and 4-5, following a 4-run 7th inning by Tulane. Oklahoma State capped off Tulsa's road losing streak as they defeated the Golden Hurricane 9-1, the second time this season. Tulsa will be back at home this weekend as they try to end their losing streak as they face off against UCF in a 3-game series.
Tulsa's varsity 8+ was named as the American Athletic Conference Boat of the Week, as announced today by the league office. The TU boat claimed the overall title in the A finale at the Sunshine State Invitational Saturday morning. TU clocked a time of 6:29.49 to outdistance second place Miami's time of 6:31.15 by 1:66. Drexel, Louisville, Wisconsin, Michigan State, UCF, and North Carolina rounded out the 8-team field. This was the Golden Hurricanes' first weekly honor of the season, 6th in program history, and first since April 16, 2018. Tulsa will be back in action this weekend as they line up against Michigan State once again in Lansing, Michigan.
The Tampa Bay Rays are 11-0, holding the best record in the MLB and are the only remaining undefeated team in the nation. Quote, "This team is having a lot of fun right now. We're doing what we need to do every single day and night," said Rays outfielder Josh Lowe in the post-game on-field interview. They're just 2 wins away from tying the best starting record of any major league team, which is currently held in a tie by the 1987 Milwaukee Brewers and the 1982 Atlanta Braves. They continue to break records as they are the only 4th team since 1901 to go 11-0 to begin their season, and their +63 run differential is the best ever for a modern team through 11 games. They're in a just don't lose mentality, and it's working as they have cemented themselves as the top team in the American League. While it may be too soon to say, but the Rays look to be an early pick to make it to the World Series. All right, so the Rays currently, after this story was written, they are currently 13-0, which, you know, they've obviously tied the Brewers and the Braves, and they play tonight against the Blue Jays to officially go 14-0. So honestly, it's pretty exciting to see. I mean, they were in the World Series in 2020, had a little bit of an off year, 2021, 2022. So it's just really exciting to see them perform so well.
Yeah, they've started off so hot, you know, like other teams are kind of treading, you know, trying to find their own footing in the early stages of the season. They're 14-0, like as it says. as much as I don't want to say as a Phillies fan, it's kind of hard to not pick them as a title favorite.
But you have to agree, it's better than the Yankees being the top of the American League. As a Mets fan, I'm just glad that's not happening.
That's for sure.
All right. Well, we'll get back to you soon. Have a good one.
Just keep on changing instead of complaining. Don't stay in the same place. Rage, a storm is raging beyond the cages. Fly into the storm.
Alicia.
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 Alicia. Alicia. エリの姉ちゃん。エリシアちゃん。エリシア。エリ。時が残り続け、星々が永遠に輝きますように。Just linger far, waiting one last dance, shaking off all the dust from the past. Your story's half, you just run. 私の気持ち、ちゃんと受け取ってね。
Hello and welcome to today's interview. I'm David Stump.
And I'm Wes Addington.
Yeah, and we're here to talk about how Wes made our new TUTV show intro. So Wes,
Sounds great.
Thank you for being here. First of all, we really appreciate your time.
Of course.
Yeah, so the first major question that I have for you is what was the inspiration behind like how you changed the show intro?
Yeah, so one thing that you spoke to me about off camera that I think articulated it really well was that that the old show intro has served us really well for a long time, and it was very much a priority to honor that. And the process wasn't the idea of somehow like improving or like updating the old show intro, but just taking where TUTV is at currently and bringing us a show intro that expresses that particular voice in a way that the old one expresses the voice of TUTV around 5 years ago. And so I've really loved the old show intro. It's carried me through every episode of TUTV as long as I've been here. But we've been looking to get an updated one for a while, just because of some of the technical capabilities that we have now that we didn't have back then, that can really unlock new visual possibilities for TUTV. And so this semester, I had the bandwidth in terms of my job at TUTV to devote to a project like this in a way that I hadn't before. And so, just wanted to get going on it and really excited to see how far it's come, but gonna keep updating it over the next few weeks as well and kind of having some tweaks, but excited to show you guys what we have so far.
Awesome. Yeah, so what motivated you to use the footage that you did? Was there any sort of like sentimental reasons, or what made you choose that footage specifically?
Yeah, so it was important for me to think about kind of what the visual priorities were of the previous show intro, and then how much of that voice I wanted to carry over versus how much of it I wanted to kind of shift a perspective on. And so the old show intro really opens with kind of some wider shots of the TU campus. You have McFarland Library, you have one of the fountains, like things like that. And then slowly brings us into the studio. But this time, my sort of idea around how I wanted to direct it visually was to really bring the audience into the world of TUTV. And so, like actually sort of starting backwards, like the final shot in the intro, other than the actual TUTV logo, is kind of follows some circular camera movement that really shows us the breadth of the Studio A, in a way that the typical show isn't going to, because we focused on the big cameras that we have here. And so kind of in some ways the entire show intro is really sort of building up to that one shot, because it was significant for me. There's a lot of really focused shots on small subjects, one or two lights, or hands operating the switcher board or the soundboard or things like that. And the camera sort of slowly expands in scope until we finally get that last shot that really shows our hosts, our anchors, our camera team, kind of everybody working in harmony, and seeing kind of the fullness of what TUTV is capable of. And so that's something that we can't always really see throughout the regular show. And so it was a really cool opportunity to be able to portray that to the audience as best I could.
Awesome, yeah. Last question for you.
Yeah.
If you could give any piece of advice to somebody like 5 years down the road who's redoing the show intro, what would you say and why?
Yeah, I think probably the best thing I would say, and I think probably, this is something that I could have probably leaned a lot further into, is really invest in the friendships and the relationships that you have at TUTV, and understand or seek to understand the particular tone this community has. The friendships that we have with one another have a different quality, because we're in the year 2023 and we're a group of different people than they did 5 years ago or 10 years ago or things like that. And so expressing the particular joys, the particular things that we find fun, the particular things that we find fascination in as a community, not just as whoever the editor is, and kind of really seeking to express that, I think is probably going to be the deepest place you can come from to really express something that has a lot of vitality creatively. So that's something I think I could have leaned more into and would love to see from an editor down the line. So that's kind of where my thinking is at.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Wes, for your time and your comments on the new show intro. We really appreciate it, and we're excited to see it tweaked over the next few weeks.
Yeah, appreciate TUTV so much. Thanks for having me, guys.
Absolutely. Now on with the live stream.
Hey, welcome back. Now we are here with our music artist tier list, or bracket.
Yeah.
So,
do you want to explain it a little
yes,
bit?
here on my right next to me we have modern artists, and here next to David are all more like classic artists. So we're gonna go through and find the TUTV winner.
Yes, and we'll have this final showdown between modern and classic, and we'll have a definitive answer on if TUTV prefers modern over classic.
I have an assumption of how I think this will end, but we will see if our guesses are correct.
Yes.
All right.
Let's start on your side, huh?
Okay. Harry Styles, Taylor Swift. This is a really hard one for me because I love them both a lot, and I think they're really similar kinds of artists.
Yes, they are. I would agree with that. I have my own opinion on this. I personally feel like I would choose Taylor Swift.
Okay.
Because she's transcended across multiple different types of music.
True.
While Harry Styles has kind of like remained in pop.
Right.
And yeah, I can see Joe like motioning over to my left. He's like, no, not Taylor Swift. You're not a Swiftie, so I can't listen to you. So yeah. But what do you think?
I agree. Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Just for Joe.
Just for Joe. We love you, Joe. Yeah.
All right, next, Britney Spears, Lord. Lord for me, immediately.
Okay.
But Britney is so iconic, so I don't know.
Yeah, here's my thing.
Okay.
Lorde only has one major song that I know of, and that's Royals, right? Like, let's be honest, Britney has had more hits over the last 10
I think you're
years.
just not listening to Lorde.
Okay, fair enough.
Ribs. We have Supercut, Melodrama, The Loot. Oh, there's just so much.
Okay.
But I mean, I think who has the stronger cultural imprint? Probably Britney Spears.
Probably. She definitely defined the 2000s.
Yes, she is very defining. Who makes me cry? Lorde. Every time I listen to her, I sob.
Yeah, but
So they have
Britney
their
Spears
places.
gets you hyped for a party or
Oh,
something like
you're
that.
so right.
So, yeah.
I think Britney's cultural imprint is stronger, so I think I will concede.
Okay. Let's do Britney. Let's do Britney.
Brit.
Yes.
It's Britney.
It is Britney. It's Britney B. Moving on, we have Ed Sheeran and 21 Pilots. Okay, 21 Pilots, we all kind of like went through our own little phase with that.
Oh yeah, middle school. Oh yeah.
Ride, Stressed Out. Oh my gosh. what a
Honestly,
time.
bangers.
Really,
A
they
great
were.
time in my life.
But then Ed Sheeran, you know, he can. He's like Taylor Swift in that he has a lot of different vibes to his music.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, like he has the sad, like, what's the one that he did with Beyonce? Perfect.
I didn't know he did one with Beyonce.
You didn't know?
No.
Wow.
He did one with Taylor though.
That is true.
He did. That was good. He's done quite a few with Taylor.
Okay, that's fair. But yeah, I feel like his music kind of fits a different vibe. He has Shape of You. He has Perfect. And he's releasing a new album soon.
Really?
So yeah.
I think that these two are both pretty goofy. I feel like we make fun of them a lot. And if I was to choose to have to listen to one, I would choose 21 Pilots, to be honest.
You know what? I would agree with you on that. 21 Pilots is definitely more of a vibe.
I agree.
And it's more
Ed.
universal. Sorry, Ed.
Okay, Panic at the Disco and Maroon 5.
Alrighty. So, Panic at the Disco just broke up recently, which isn't
Broke up.
great. Broke up. Brendan Urie.
Broke up with
He's
himself.
out, yeah. But then Maroon 5, we have Adam Levine, and he's
Lots
not
of
exactly.
drama.
Yeah, he's kind of in some hot water right now.
Yeah.
So we have kind of equal levels of drama, kind of similar music too.
Yes.
If we're being honest.
And they both like produced music for such a long time. Like they had huge, like long careers.
Yeah.
So it's difficult because I feel like they both really defined music that I was listening to as a kid.
Yeah.
Except I think, and they both kind of at the ends of their careers weren't making great music, in my opinion.
Yeah. Towards the end, they both definitely dropped off.
Yeah.
What's the best song from both of them? Maybe we could use that.
Oh, I don't know. I think my gut reaction is to pick Maroon 5.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to say Payphone, really, really good song. I jammed way too hard to that when I was like 14 years old.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would agree. Maroon
Okay.
5 probably wins this.
Okay, do we want to do
Yes.
the first bracket of this side?
Yes, so up at the top we have Pink Floyd versus Van Halen.
We were talking off camera about this. I
Yeah.
think Van Halen, and David thinks Pink Floyd.
No, but Van Halen is great. I want to start that off. The Eruption guitar solo, so good.
Literally life-changing.
Yeah, but Pink Floyd has so much more social commentary to their music. Like The Dark Side of the Moon, the way it just flows through the entire album. For me, it's just like, I feel so good when I listen to that album.
Yeah. Well, and like this has been really popular recently on TikTok is Great Gig in the Sky. And every time I listen to that song, it just is like, I'm being transcended. It's so good. Van Halen completely changed the game and how we think of electric guitar, and for that I am eternally grateful.
But Pink
Eddie
Floyd
Van
was
Halen
also
is
kind of a
crazy.
window into like new alt indie music
That's
as well.
true.
So
I'm also more, I'm a Van Halen girly.
All right. Well, you conceded enough to me, so I'm going to concede to you this time. We'll go with Van Halen moving on, although I think Pink Floyd should have taken the cake.
We have some
Queen versus
people
Eagles.
crying in the side,
Yeah.
in the wings
Joe,
over here.
sorry, Joe.
Next.
Next is the Queen, not the Queen, just Queen.
Can't save the Queen,
versus
baby.
the Eagles.
R.I.P..
Okay. Queen is great. We had like our whole peer mentor like orientation dance.
We did. That was
to
so cute.
Queen. But the Eagles, similar to Taylor Swift, they have a lot of different variety of music, like Hotel California, Witchy Woman.
So does Queen, though. Whenever you look
Yeah.
at Queen, I mean, it's crazy. He has, like, Freddie Mercury can sing, like, he's from the 50s.
Mm-hmm.
He can sing classic rock. He can sing a little more, like, punky. Like, they both have so much variety. It's crazy, you know? Like, yeah. So, I really love these both. So this one's really hard.
Yeah.
And it's like, if my father's watching, I don't know what he would pick. And I think he'd probably pick the Eagles. But I think I personally have to go with Queen.
Yeah.
Who has a movie made about them?
That
like,
is
let's
true.
be honest.
Let's be honest.
It's Queen.
Yeah.
It's Freddie
My
Mercury.
dad would agree too. He cannot really stand the Eagles, so
What?
we'll go with Queen for right now. He listened to it too much when he was a kid.
Oh, that's
so,
I love
yeah.
them, but
Yeah.
Queen wins out for me. Okay.
Absolutely. So
Beatles,
now,
Elton John.
Beatles versus Elton John. This is another tough one because like the Beatles aren't around anymore, but Elton
Right.
John has been doing stuff with like Dua Lipa lately.
Yeah.
And so yeah, there's that to consider.
I saw Elton John in concert, and he's
Wait,
old.
when?
Last semester.
Wait, that's crazy.
It was so good. It was an incredible concert. He killed it. It was so good, and
Yeah.
it was insane. Also has a movie made about him.
That is true.
I mean, the Beatles
But,
have plenty of
yeah, I mean, there's
media.
Yesterday, made in 2017, where like the Beatles just evaporate from everybody's
so
memory except like
funny.
one guy. I love that movie. I just watched it over spring break, but yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
It's hard. I just I just want to make the white boys angry and pick Elton John over the Beatles. Like, you know.
Oh, but I love the Beatles so much. Like, Hey Jude is such a vibe to
Oh,
me.
it is. My high school band director, he named his child after that song. He named his son Jude, which is really cute.
That's so sweet. All right, just on three, we'll just both say what we want to go.
Okay,
For
one,
two,
two,
three.
three. Elton John.
Okay,
Yes!
cool.
Joe is so upset at us.
Alrighty. Elton John. Who's
With
going
the big
against Elton
star,
John?
just for him.
Now, our last on this side, we have. All right, Joe. Last on this side, we have Madonna versus ABBA. So,
Yeah, ABBA,
I would agree.
100%.
ABBA.
I love
takes the cake.
Madonna. She's so cool.
Mhm.
ABBA. Just,
ABBA,
I
yeah.
I cry every time I Mamma Mia, Mamma
Yeah.
Mia 2, every
Mamma
other
Mia
song that's
3?
on. Is it in the works? I
I
really
don't
hope
know.
so.
Yeah.
I will watch that forever. So
Absolutely.
yeah, that's
That
the
was
winner. That was easy.
Probably our easiest decision of
I
this
just-
entire bracket.
I love them so
Yeah.
much.
All right, let's head back to your side.
Taylor Swift, Britney. Taylor Swift.
Hashtag free Britney. Can you still stand with Taylor after that? You know, I'm not sure.
Hashtag free Britney. Hashtag Taylor Swift wins.
Yeah.
Hashtag she's
All right.
performing 3-hour-long concerts, 44
That's
song
true.
set list.
You know, she deserves some. Well, she's already getting so much. Like, she was offered to be like the mayor of like Miami or something, right?
What?
You didn't hear about that?
No.
How can you call yourself a Swiftie and not hear about that?
I don't call myself a Swiftie.
Okay, good to know. Good to know.
Actually.
Okay, fun.
I'm not
But
crazy.
yeah. I have to agree though. Taylor has been putting in a lot of work, so I think she deserves to go to the next round. for
I
sure.
agree.
Yes, on to the quarterfinals. 21 Pilots versus Maroon 5.
This is a really funny pairing to me.
Yeah. It's like both really older music, like not music we listen to anymore.
Yeah. I think Maroon 5. If I had to listen to one, I'm listening to songs about Jane.
Yeah.
You know that album?
Mm.
So good. It's just like, it's a little more nostalgic. Like 21 Pilots is still close enough in my memory that I feel a little bit cringy when I hear it.
Yeah.
Because it's middle school.
Mm.
Maroon 5, it's like listening to the radio when I'm 8 years old.
Yeah. Joe.
I wish we had a camera on him.
Right. Just to make Joe mad. This is payback.
He's going to run into camera and
We're
rip
gonna
us
go
down.
Maroon 5 on that one. You can
Yeah.
get this next one.
Okay.
All right. Moving on. We have Van Halen versus Queen.
I can't pick. No, actually,
Oh.
I can, and I'd pick Queen.
Okay.
This is literally two of my favorite bands of all time, and you're asking me to pick. What do you think? I'm honestly okay with whichever. I love them both almost equally.
I would have to say I would willingly listen to Queen over Van Halen.
Okay.
Van Halen is great and everything, but Queen is just so much more like iconic to my childhood.
Okay. I'm happy
Yeah.
with that answer. I think that would be my pick.
Alrighty. And then lastly, Elton John
This is
versus
another hard
ABBA.
one. They're both really similar. They're both like, you know, like disco and
Yeah.
fun and like the colors, the crazy outfits. But again, it's ABBA.
Yeah, it's ABBA.
I'm so
Like, you
sorry,
gotta love
Elton.
ABBA,
I love
right?
you. But
Yeah. Okay. So for me, I personally think ABBA because
Yes.
I did like debate in high school, and
Uh-huh.
whenever my sister and I we were going to our very first debate at a practice tournament and everything, our older sister was in the car and we were stressing out like nobody's business, and she was like, "Hey, I got the perfect song for y'all," and she played "Take a Chance on Me" by ABBA. So that song has a special place in my heart. So I think ABBA.
I agree. Sounds
All right,
good to me.
Go for it. Let's do ABBA. All right. Semifinals. Who's gonna win? Taylor Swift or Maroon 5? Yeah, we know who this is. Unbelievable. That was a little bit of a, shady matchup. And then Queen versus ABBA. It's like, it just keeps getting harder.
Again, because like these three, my faves. I love them so
Yeah.
much. Oh, it's so hard because I cry to ABBA. I don't cry to Queen, but I love him so much, and I can listen to them both all day. What does your heart say, David? I think I know what your heart says.
My heart still says ABBA. I mean, Queen is great. It has "We Will Rock You." It has Freddie Mercury and the movie. But I just gotta say, ABBA's had such a cultural renaissance as well. Like they've released a new album. Everybody's in love with
the new
Mamma
album
Mia
is so
again.
good.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I think ABBA goes to the finals.
And I want to see her paired against Taylor Swift.
Yes.
Okay, our final. Taylor Swift v. ABBA.
All right. This is for all the money, and I have to say,
The money.
the money.
Must
yes.
be funny.
Mu-
In a rich
I
man's
think.
world.
Oh boy.
Okay, on three, we're going
One-
to say what we think.
Okay.
One, two, three.
ABBA.
ABBA.
Yes, this wasn't a problem.
Our winner!
Yay!
Joe can't be upset about this because
Yes.
Taylor Swift lost. He's upset, apparently.
I'm gonna write ABBA here.
ABBA!
ABBA! Yay! Well, that was a lot easier than I thought it was gonna be. I thought we were
Yeah.
gonna fight a lot more.
Yeah, it was a little painful. It was like I was fighting internally.
Yeah.
Like we were agreeing, but like my insides, I'm like crying inside about having to pair all of these incredible
Yeah.
people against
It
each
definitely
other.
was a difficult decision.
Yeah.
But I'm happy with our winner.
Me too.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll go back to our packages and we'll see y'all in just a little bit.
Hey y'all, it's Jono. This is my package over camera restoration. Now you're probably wondering, what does camera restoration have to do with TUMTV? And that is a great question. In all honesty, I could not find a relation between the two, so this is more of background footage to view while I discuss my music opinions. So without further ado, let's get started. Opinion number 1. WAP, comparatively to other rap songs I've listened to, is not that vulgar at all. I feel like if you have this opinion, you haven't really taken a deep dive into rap music yet, or a lot of music yet. There are significantly more vulgar songs out there, and some of y'all really just don't like hearing women talk about sex and don't want to admit it. Opinion number 2. BTS is a very good boy band, and maybe the best to date. I don't listen to them religiously, but they are an insanely talented group of individuals. They're very balanced. For example, some members are better dancers than others, some are better singers, some are better rappers, writers, performers, etc. Then there's Jungkook, who's great at all of it. Opinion number 3. T-Pain is one of the best vocalists and producers from the 2010s. Yes, I am very serious. He has a Tiny Desk concert from NPR you should listen to if you haven't already. He branded himself as a musician who is reliant on auto-tune. And when he released a single, T-Pain mashup with Kurt Hugo Schneider, there was nothing but crickets from his listeners. Opinion number 4. The bar for women performing is way higher than it is for men performing. This opinion is a recent one that I developed. I recently watched the 2019 AMAs for Class, and I saw Camila Cabello and Shawn Mendes perform Senorita. In this performance, Shawn Mendes stays in one place the entire time, and Camila sings all while dancing around him, walking around him, swoons herself onto him, etc. Guess what Mendes did? Sang with his eyes closed and strummed a guitar, and he was stationary the entire time, and the crowd loved it seemed. Maybe it is impressive to play guitar with your eyes closed. I don't play guitar, so I wouldn't know, to be honest, but I personally was disappointed with his side of the performance. Another example that comes to mind is Beyonce and Jay-Z's Crazy in Love performance at the Madison Square Garden in November of 2003. You guys remember the performance where Beyonce is staring down Jay-Z. Beyonce put on a show while Jay-Z swag walked around the stage to get from place to place. He sang his part, and after that, the show ended. The crowd once again went wild. If you disagree, I urge you to look at past performances in the past year, past decades, etc., and just see how. Opinion number 5. Let Kanye West go. I don't think I need to discuss that one. And there you have it, folks. Those are my opinions on music and the music industry and music involving itself with society. So if you enjoyed that video, please hit the like button, please subscribe, please share with your friends. And yeah, as you can, oh, and look at that, the camera's done. Okay, great. He actually sold this camera on eBay, and actually got a notification this morning saying that the person who bought it actually wasn't happy with the product, which is pretty unfortunate. They're actually asking for a refund, and I don't really know how they plan on getting that refund because I actually already spent the money. But anyways, that's it. Okay, bye.
Hey guys, welcome back to the studio. I'm Wes Addington.
And I'm Kylie Giletti.
And we're here with TU sophomores Ashlyn Buchanan and Hannah Doom. Thanks so much for being here with us, guys.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
For sure.
Yeah, thank you guys. I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about like what your podcast is about and what kind of influenced you guys to be interested in these topics.
So our podcast is mostly about TikTok and kind of Gen Z culture and why it's such a big deal right now and why there's just a lot going on. And TikTok has just kind of become like a big news source and like search engine and like a community builder. So there's a lot packed into TikTok. So I'm really interested. So
Ashlyn and I were both media studies majors, and so we always like sit down and talk and end up having like hour-long discussions about like TikTok, Instagram, and just the way that like it affects us and also how it affects other people. And so we were like, we have all of this like jargon just coming out of our mouths. We need to like put it somewhere and do something with it because it's like pretty important topic to today, and like we just wanted to be able to share it.
Yeah. So to like kind of prepare for the podcast, we watched 2 different YouTube videos, and there was one about TikTok being banned and kind of the government's perspective on it, because it's just kind of something that's been in the news recently, and people on TikTok are kind of freaking out about it. So we thought it would be interesting to talk about that. And then we also talked about kind of how Gen Z is skipping college to become influencers and living in these like influencer houses together and making content together. So we kind of just talked about that, and like dove into like other like overarching themes and like kind of what we see from our own personal TikTok use, but also our friends, and kind of how we're seeing it like affect one another, because it's kind of unfolding right before our eyes. So it's like a lot to take in.
Right.
Yeah, we're seeing how quickly TikTok is rising and just every day gaining more of influence, having more users, and just developing culture at an amazingly accelerated rate. I'm really interested, especially in where you guys' findings led you to on the idea of how you're seeing TikTok in particular develop these youth cultures and these new ideas in ways that we really haven't seen in the same way from platforms like Instagram or Twitter.
I think the biggest way I see it affecting us differently is like through our personalities, like because TikTok, the algorithm is like curated to you and what you like and what you interact with, and so that kind of at a point starts to define who you are after you've interacted with these videos so much. You get put on a certain like side of TikTok, like book talk or gym talk, and that like what you intake is what you put back out, and like it kind of changes who you are, and like you kind of don't even notice it, but it like starts to affect like what you buy and how you act and what you say. And so I think it's just like rapidly changing everyone's personalities, and like people are kind of expected to fit into like their niche that they're on, like that they're on TikTok. And so I think it's just crazy seeing how like fast it changes people's personalities, because I mean, and it's all like super quick, because it's like, you know, there's like micro trends that like everyone has something one day just because it was popular on TikTok, and then the next week it's like gone. But it's like everyone still kind of has that part in their life that was like, it made their personality. And so I just think that's a really interesting aspect of it.
Yeah, and I mean, the For You page is really what makes TikTok so special and unique from other social media apps. And I mean, if I'm watching things like specific TikToks about books and TikTok catches onto that, they're gonna quickly start to generate a lot of book TikToks on my feed. And so it almost can be like too much, and there's too much of one thing on your TikTok feed. But as a user, I'm gonna think, oh, I love this, I love books, like this is awesome, so I'm gonna keep getting on the app. So it's kind of one way that makes it hard to get off of the app, because you're seeing all these things that are very interesting and like to you, because TikTok has generated like the special For You page. I mean, but also just the format of the videos is very unique with like music attached, and I mean, because they kind of came up with like the Reels format of a short video with music and someone either talking or not even having music on the TikTok as well, but it's very stimulating and like interactive. Yeah.
It's definitely something that we haven't seen from other apps in the past, because it is so hyper focused on, you're watching a lot of this, so then we're gonna send you more videos that look like this. So like, what kind of predictions do you have for like moving in the future of how it's gonna like affect youth populations, with them being so used to, okay, well I can just go to this app and it's gonna show me, you know, this, this, and this is exactly what I'm looking for. I don't even have to do more research.
Well, I mean, you can go.
I don't know. The only thing I would say about it is that, I mean, we've already seen it shortening at people's attention spans, because the TikToks that we view are like 15 seconds long. And so it's like, we can't sit down and watch a movie that's like 2 hours long, because we're so used to just scrolling through these 15 to 30-second videos. And so I think people's attention spans are just going to get shorter and shorter and shorter until we really can't like focus on anything for more than 10 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, I think over like the history of media, we have seen how like new technologies have kind of pushed people into their homes more and more, like kind of decreasing connection. So like when television was invented, people were more likely to go home and watch TV. And then over time we've seen with phones, people are less likely to maybe talk to people and look at people like in a public space. And so I think TikTok is just kind of created this other reason for people to be on their phones, and maybe instead of asking, hey, what's that recipe you like, just going and looking on TikTok, like a specific recipe you want to make. But that's just like an example. But I think our phones plus social media plus TikTok are like creating this like very hyper individualistic like sense of self, and people are less likely to like go and get real connection, and more likely to kind of just pick up their phone and go on TikTok. But yeah.
Yeah, it's a significant issue in society.
Yeah.
Well, we really appreciate y'all's insights, and thank you so much again for taking the time to be with us.
Of course, thank you for having
Yeah.
me.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah, see you guys soon.
Hello, welcome back to TUTV. I'm Brenton.
And I'm Joe McCurdy. We're going to close it out with a little bit of an entertainment news, so let's get right into it. Kim Kardashian announced on social media that she said actress Emma Roberts will join the next season of FX's American Horror Story. She posted a brief teaser trailer that featured a creepy version of Rockabye Baby with the text saying, "Are delicate?" A voice can also be heard whispering, "Emma and Kim are delicate." The same trailer was posted on the verified Instagram account of Ryan Murphy Productions. Murphy is the co-creator of the American Horror Story franchise. The new season is set to drop this summer, according to the trailer. Murphy said in a statement to The Hollywood Reporter that Haley Pfeiffer had written a fun, stylish, and ultimately terrifying role for Kim, so she would be the best fit for this season. Talking about acting, Kardashian once shared her stint hosting Saturday Night Live and voicing a character in the animated film Paw Patrol.
British actress Millie Bobby Brown and her partner Jake Bon Jovi have hinted that they're engaged in their photos posted on social media. Her fans have spotted a rather large ring on her engagement finger from a photo of her and Bon Jovi embracing that she posted on social media. Earlier this year, she also referred to Bon Jovi, whom she has been linked to since 2021, as her partner for life. At the same time, Jake Bon Jovi shared images on social media, including one of the couple hugging and looking out to sea with the caption, "Forever." Brown has become well known for starring roles as the telekinetic Eleven in Stranger Things and Henry Cavill as Sherlock Holmes' sister in 2 seasons of Enola Holmes.
The Super Mario Bros. Movie wins big at the box office with an impressive opening. After the first 5-day opening run in the US and Canada, the movie scored more than $200 million and an estimated $377 million worldwide. It marks the biggest global box office opening of the year, beating Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, which brought in $225.3 million during its February opening. The movie is based on the world of Nintendo's classic 1985 Super Mario video games. It stars Chris Pratt as Mario, Charlie Day as Luigi, and Anya Taylor-Joy as Princess Peach. In this new movie, Brooklyn plumbers Mario and Luigi are transported down a mysterious pipe while working underground to fix a water main. Mario started quest to find Luigi.
Jessica Walker and Maddie Schmidt founded Ruby Clay Company earlier this April to help other artists, educators, or those curious about the art of ceramics could find supplies more easily in Tulsa. Besides, Walker, Schmidt, and their team of artists are also the manufacturers of Low Home Ceramics, which they craft on-site in their store. Walker and Schmidt met each other while earning their bachelor's degrees at the University of Tulsa. After their graduation, they worked at Red Heat Ceramic Art Studio. It's owned by artist and educator Whitney Forsyth, whom Walker and Schmidt studied under at TU. The two realized the difficulties of ceramic artists as they have had to travel far away to find supplies, so they hope the foundation of Ruby Clay will help support the artist's passion and motivate youth education in ceramics.
Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy becomes the first woman and person of color to direct Star Wars movie. She will direct one of the 3 upcoming films announced at Lucasfilm Star Wars Celebration Europe 2023. The film will focus on Jedi Master Rey, Daisy Ridley, as she builds a new Jedi Order. Sharmeen also posted on Instagram sharing her excitement about this opportunity. Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy received several awards in the past, including Oscar for Best Documentary Short in 2012 for Saving Face, and again in 2016 for A Girl in the River, The Price of Forgiveness. She also won other awards, for example, Academy Award-winning and International Emmy Award-winning director and journalist. All right, so we're going to talk about the Mario movie, which, before it came out, had a lot of turmoil in terms of Chris Pratt voicing Mario, and then the not the audience reviews, but the critic reviews came out, and it was rotten on Rotten Tomatoes, and now it's come out and everybody loves it. I haven't seen it personally, but
yeah, I haven't seen it either. But I mean, as you said, it's a box office hit. It's like it's gone the opposite way as the critics had predicted and said so. So it's going to be, hopefully we get to see it someday to review it. So
yeah. Well, Sarah's over in my right hand corner saying that it's great. So I'm going to have to trust her opinion, even though it's invalid. All right, we're going to close it out right there. We'll see you next time.
Hi, welcome back. We're here today with TU student Jake Williams from the heavy metal band Failsafe, and he's here today to talk to us. Welcome,
Lorna,
Jake.
I'm so happy to be here with you.
I'm so glad. This is just such a treat.
On TU TV.
Great. So you recently signed to a talent agency out of Phoenix. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, we signed with a talent agency out of Phoenix, Arizona, and what they do is find major record labels. That's who they deal with. They got Good Charlotte signed and a bunch of other bands like Blink-182, and it's pretty sweet.
That's nice. So you'll be touring this summer, correct?
Oh yeah, tons.
When and where?
Ooh, well, end of May, we start out, we'll do Dallas, we'll do Kansas, we'll do Missouri, and we'll even be back here in Tulsa because we love you guys that much.
And what other bands will you be traveling with on tour?
A bunch of bands that are unsigned. Everyone's working through the same label.
Great, so it's sort of moving up.
We're moving
Trying-
up.
Moving up,
and out.
moving on. Great, that's terrific. So here in Tulsa, where do you perform?
In Tulsa, there are about 2 places that you can play. And that's basically Curly's, which is downtown, and then the other side, which is by the Tulsa Comedy Club. Those are the only places that like that heavy metal stuff. Kids are just too rough, I think.
That's really neat. So tell us about the management program that you signed with.
You know, any kind of management company is pretty much the same. I mean, they just want to make money, and they're going to put the bands out there. And these guys are really cool. Like I said, they took care of Good Charlotte, and they're pretty huge. So we're having a good time. Making music is what we do best, and that's what we do. We're going to keep it up.
That's great. So, and next we can see you here in Tulsa at Mayfest, right?
Oh, yeah. I don't think they know what they're going to get, but they put us on Mayfest.
And what's the date on that?
That's May 16th. We headline Friday night, 9 o'clock.
Well, that's great. We'll look forward to it. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh, you're welcome.
We really
Noah.
appreciate it. Thanks very much. And next up is the campus calendar with Amanda Hoyle.
New York City asked its individuals to show a little bit of respect, and the Queen of Soul is ending her reign.
And Captain Janeway gets beamed aboard the Promenade Theater.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Wes Kane.
And I'm Emily Trost.
Rock and Roll Hall of Famer Aretha Franklin announced Monday she's ending her concert tours. Franklin plans to end her touring career after she's finished with this current tour that she's on, which kicked off Friday in New York. The tour, named Aretha Sings Her Musical History, will be the last full concert of the Grammy-winning career. The venue is scheduled through the spring and summer before finishing up in the fall. Although she may not feel like the natural woman of her younger years, the R&B diva has put out a cast call for male and female dancers between the ages of 18 and 35 years old to attend open auditions in Detroit for the second week of May. Although she's calling it quits from touring, the Queen isn't hanging up her mic. Franklin plans to release a new album in the fall.
She's known for her exotic outfits and multicolored wigs, not to mention her credible talent as a singer and actress. But unfortunately, it's finally time for Cher to say goodbye. She is saying farewell to the stage in the final shows of Cher, the Farewell Tour. But Cher says making music and films were nothing short of spectacular. The journey began at the age of 17 when she met the legendary Sonny Bono. The two hit it off and their careers took off with their hit single, I've Got You, Babe.
Cher had television and film roles on her resume, but it wasn't until her role in 1987 in Moonstruck that she was considered a truly talented actress. Cher won an Oscar for Best Actress in her performance. She continued to raise eyebrows in her musical career throughout the 80s and 90s, especially with her risque outfits and videos. And after 5 years in the spotlight, Cher came back with the hit album Believe in 1999. Believe was the best-selling album of her career, and at age 53, she became the oldest female ever to hit the top spot. Her career has many ups and downs, but after 4 decades, the superstar Cher says goodbye.
Her farewell tour includes all the usual touches, a dozen hair colors and lavish costumes that glitter and sparkle, bringing her songs to life. The performance also includes footage from the Sonny and Cher show and glimpses of her various movies through the years.
Cher dazzles her audience with this jaw-dropping extravaganza and a voice that sounds stronger than ever. It's official. As of Sunday, the use of cellular telephones isn't just prohibited on airplanes. The city of New York has banned cellular phones from Broadway theaters, movie houses, and concert halls to improve the quality of life there. The law passed by the New York City Council overrode a veto by Mayor Bloomberg, who said that the ban was unenforceable. The new law carries a $50 fine to all of those who are caught and cited. There is one exemption, though, to the ban. City Council members ruled their own chambers exempt from the ban, despite the noisy public performance that takes place there.
Captain Janeway of TV's Star Trek Voyager is saying aye to the role of Katharine Hepburn in the play Tea at 5. Catherine Mulgrew was chosen for the role because she bears an uncanny resemblance to the high cheekbone and dusky voice of Hepburn. The one-woman play was written by Matthew Lombardo after seeing the Star Trek shows. The play provides Mulgrew with the challenging risk of portraying Hepburn at ages 31 to 67 on stage.
That's all the time we have for tonight. We'll see you guys back here next week. Now back to Lauren and Sarah.
And here we are, back to Sarah.
It's like they guessed it. We didn't plan that. So
Yeah.
fun fact, I was born April 23rd, 2003, 8 days after that premiered. And if you noticed in that shot, same sign.
It's back.
She's here.
She's here. She's been a mainstay of TU TV for a long time. Yeah.
Love.
Yeah, so Sarah, we're at the end of the live stream now. It's kind of crazy that this whole entire semester's worth of work is now over. What was your favorite part of today's live stream?
I really enjoyed watching everything put together. It was really fun editing. I'd never really made a package before, and in the past week, I made quite a few things. And so that was a really fun experience. I really enjoyed it, and just like seeing all of everyone's hard work pay off was super fun.
Yeah, you did a great job for the first Friday package, the adult swim style transitions. It was just phenomenal. So
Thank
congratulations. Great job to you. But yeah, what was your favorite package / segment we had today?
My favorite package, I think my favorite segment was, of course, our musical artist bracket.
Yeah, I would have to agree. That was definitely a lot of fun to kind of banter about while Joe was silenced in the background. That was really nice.
So Joe demands to speak.
Yes.
I demand to speak.
He demands. So we have our bracket and we have Joe.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
There are only 2 correct picks in this bracket, right? There are, I had to pull up my phone because I can't see all the way over there, right?
Oh.
Okay. 21 Pilots over Ed Sheeran. It's the only one that I agree with. And then ABBA over Madonna. It's the only other one. And then there were 2 that was purely biased. That was Queen and the Eagles, and then Harry Styles and Taylor Swift. I personally would have chosen Harry Styles, and I personally would have chosen the Eagles, right? ABBA should have lost to Elton John, right? If we were continuing with the picks that you were going with. But Elton John should have never made it. They should have lost to the Beatles, which is purely blasphemy that you would disrespect the Beatles that way, right? And I think if you cut to David, I think David agrees.
Actually, no, I was about to say, this is why you're a KA.
This is why I'm a KA.
Yeah, not going to lie.
Because of my music tape?
No, because it's so bad.
No. If we can get Caspian and Ryan to back me up,
have some division
no.
And I understand where you're coming from, but I think Taylor Swift definitely takes that Harry Styles. She's just traversed the music industry so much more.
No, those are one of the 2 picks that were biased. Or not that weren't biased, that were okay, they were arguable, right?
Okay.
The rest were just bad, right?
Let me
Van Halen
defend.
should have never beat Pink Floyd.
Let me defend myself. The Beatles versus Elton John. Now, would we have Elton John without the Beatles? Probably not. I will give you that. So influential, so great. Am I going to sit down and really listen to the Beatles? No.
If you like the Beatles, that's great, and you might do that. But Elton John has definitely just had more influence on today's society than the
I
Beatles.
agree. Sorry, white men everywhere.
That's just wrong. The Beatles' influence on music trumps anything that Elton John has done.
Who has a movie?
It doesn't matter.
Who has a biopic?
They'll make movies about anything in the 21st century.
They're going to make a movie about you, Joe.
It shouldn't be the end-all, be-all to music, right? The influence the Beatles have had over, centuries of music. It's just, or not decades. Okay. I'm getting a little carried. Okay.
You're good. Look, next time we do a musical artist bracket, we'll make sure to include you and give you more of a voice.
Maybe choose some better artists and not 2010, people that peaked in the 2010s.
Yeah, if you wanted to help out Joe, maybe we would have had a better lineup.
I've been busy.
I'm just going to say.
Oh.
I'm just here to argue. That's all.
Yeah, that's okay. We know that's your favorite thing to do.
Yes.
But yeah.
Taylor Swift is bad.
That's kind of everything that we have for our live stream, which is really crazy.
It is crazy.
So thank you to everybody who has contributed. Joe and Brenton, thank you for anchoring. Sarah, thank you for hosting. And thank you to everybody on our tech crew, Katie, Betzeta, Glenn, Ryan, Wes, Matt, Kylie, Betty. I think I'm forgetting one person. Steven.
Of course, Steven and Justin.
Justin, yes.
Who else?
Probably more people if I'm being honest.
Hey, come on.
We owe
Oh,
so
we're coming
many
over?
people.
We're all coming
yes,
over.
come on up. Yes.
Okay,
yes,
you're
do
looking
it, Katie.
cool.
Do it, Katie. Yes, we're waiting
Everyone
for our
up in
tech
the
crew to
studio
get
is
here.
slowly coming down.
Rain Kane, let's go. Yes. Let's do it. Yes. Yay. Yes. Move over here a little bit. Yeah.
Would our director or assistant director like to say anything?
I'll let Matt go first.
Oh, guys, thank you so much for working on this. Everything turned out perfect. Like, this is so fun. I genuinely think this was like the best show that I've been a part of. This was awesome. Thank you, guys.
No, I definitely think that this is one of the best live streams we put on so far, and just seeing everybody's work put together was awesome to see. So yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, Sarah, do you have any last comments?
I'm just super excited. I think this went really well, and I'm excited for our next live stream. Yeah.
Absolutely, I have to agree. This is the last live stream that I'll be doing, which is sad to say, but everybody put in so much effort and so much participation in all of our packages. So I just want to thank everybody here. You all did such a phenomenal job, and we wouldn't be where we are without all of you.
And if you're a senior, raise your hand. Look how many seniors we
Yes.
have.
So, quick poll and promo. Join TUTV, please.
Come hang out with us.
Absolutely.
And we've been around for so long. It's so cool to see the vintage.
Yes,
Yeah.
I loved those.
Like, brought back the sign. I mean, we're still going so strong. So
Yeah,
it's so cool.
it's
Yeah.
crazy. All right, well, with that, we'll do our final bow and everything, final wave, and that's the end of the live stream. Thank you all so much for being here.
Thanks for joining us.
Bye.
Yay. Someone has to go turn it off.
Yes, maybe.
Someone play Taylor Swift.